Diamond is the most romanticized and heavily marketed of all gemstones. Nearly every jewelry establishment handles diamond, even if it has no other gemstones in stock. Their great brilliance and dispersion attract much attention. However, when it comes to choosing, rating, and grading diamonds, first-time diamond buyers may want to seek out for assistance. Hi everyone, I'm Sasha Kareva, and on this channel I talk about gemstones. Welcome! Diamond is one gemstone that needs no introduction, the most famous of all the precious stones. Diamonds have been used in jewelry for many generations and are coveted perhaps more than any other gemstone. The story of diamond begins over 500 million years ago, deep within the Earth's mantle where they were formed under immense pressure. Said to be a girl's best friend, the name diamond derives from the ancient Greek word adamas, meaning invincible, which it gained because of its sheer strength. Diamond is the toughest gemstone and one of the toughest material known to man. If you watched my previous videos, you already heard of the 4CS, same system we can use for diamond grading. To get an idea about our diamond, we should judge cut, color, clarity, and carat, mean weight of the gem. According to my opinion, for diamonds, cutting is the most important property. It relates to the diamond's proportions and technical details, influencing its brilliance. Superior cut offers enhanced fire and sparkle. In 1919, Marcel Tolkowsky described for the first time his brilliant cut, which standardized the dimensions of the perfect diamond cut. Different cuts of diamonds do exist, but this one remains by far the most popular and common. Usually every diamond has already a gemological report. What is necessary to check? Table shouldn't be more than 60%, better 54, 57. Crown angles from 32 to 36 degrees are the best, and pavilion depths from 42 till 45%. When the pavilion facets are cut at the optimum angles, light from above is returned to the eyes as brilliance. If the pavilion is too shallow, a window or fish eye is created, while if the pavilion is too deep, extinction or black center results. Also, don't forget to check girdle thickness, good if it's from thin to slightly thick. Unfortunately, diamond cutters cannot cut all mined diamonds to excellent proportions. Often they must compromise between maximum brilliance and maximum yield, means weight carat retention. If cutters remove too much material from the diamond rough, they may cut away their profit. Thus, for economic reasons, many diamonds receive a cut with less than ideal proportions. The second most important property is color. There are two basic scales to judge diamonds' color, GIA and AGS. I told all my colleagues since GIA scale is more popular and I go with it. Diamond color grading is focused on measuring the absence of color. The degree of colorlessness is ranked from D to Z, with D representing completely colorless and color increasing down to a rating of Z. The letter Z refers to a fancy colored diamonds, but this grade only applies to yellow, brown, and gray stones, having a certain degree of saturation. As you already understand, better to choose between D, E, F color. J, H, I, J colors are also not bad. These grades are very finely tuned and even trained gemologists have difficulty distinguishing between adjacent color grades like F and G under natural conditions. For standardization, color grading is done under controlled lighting and viewing conditions. Before purchasing a diamond below J in color, keep in mind that the brown or yellow color will be fairly noticeable. Generally, buying diamonds below J is not advised. Nevertheless, some people prefer the soft, mellow look of a faintly yellow diamond as opposed to the hard, icy brilliance of white diamond. Perhaps for the consumers, the pale yellow color has pleasant associations such as candlelight. This describes you. You still should not pay too much for diamonds of this color, despite the positive vibes they give. Clarity. The third most important property. Diamonds are formed under intense heat and pressure in a process that takes over 1 billion years in nature. Over the course of formation, any numbers of imperfections can be introduced. For gem-quality diamonds, these are referred to as inclusions if they are internal and blemishes if they are external. Gemologists judge a diamond's clarity based on what they can see at 10 times magnification under ideal conditions. The highest grade a diamond can get is flawless. That means you can see no inclusion at 10 times magnification. However, this does not mean you cannot find inclusions with higher magnification. In addition to FL for flawless and IF for internally flawless, clarity grades use the letters F, S, and I. They stand for very small and inclusion, with numbers 1 to 3. Further, the assigned levels within grade. After F and IF, clarity grades proceed as follows. VVS1 and VVS2 for very small inclusions. VS1 and VS2 for just very small inclusions. SI1 to 3 for small inclusions. All these clarity grades indicate diamonds with no inclusions visible to naked eye. These are all eye clean. Further down the grading scale, you'll find I1 and I2 diamonds. These have eye visible inclusions. However, they are still considered gem grade. According to my experience, if you would like to save money a bit, it is not so necessary to choose higher clarity like IF or VVS. VS1, 2 and SI1 will be more than enough. Diamonds will be clean with naked eye. Okay, seems you are a bit tired from all the scales and numbers. Let's move to the pricing. So, how does one get information on pricing? There are two main ways for beginners to accomplish this. The first and perhaps best way is to visit as many gem wholesalers as possible. During these visits, be sure to take mental notes on the prices of selected goods. Wholesalers may be found at trade shows or via appointment at their office. As you move from wholesaler to wholesaler, try to compare the prices of goods of the same relative size and quality in order to develop a feel for current price range of those items. The key word here is range. 3 or 4 wholesalers may offer 1 carat medium quality diamonds at similar prices, but it is highly unlikely that their prices will be the same. As you collect this information, bear in mind that it is subject to change over the years, months, and even weeks depending on market trends, as affected by the factors of supply and demand. The second, so less desirable way to get pricing information is to consult with the various published pricing lists. A great many of these lists are not worth the paper they are published on, but there are some notable exceptions. For diamond pricing, the Rapaport Diamond Report is universally used as a reference. The Rapaport Diamond Report is a weekly New York publication which gives so-called spot cash asking prices for well-cut diamonds of specific color, clarity, and carat weights. In the actual marketplace, it is not unusual for diamond wholesalers to set their selling prices at about 20% below Rapaport. So let's check together. For example, you are looking for 3 carats round-shaped diamond for your engagement ring. If you want the highest clarity, be ready to pay $700 per carat. If you decide to follow my advice and ready to buy SI diamond, it will be cost $255 per carat, and you never find a big difference between them, if you are not working in this industry, of course. Other price lists exist besides the Rapaport Diamond Report and the guide. However, I suggest that you start by referring to this list in order to help you develop your feel for gem pricing in general. The days of diamonds being exclusively reserved for the royal, rich, and famous are long gone. Diamond mining is a lot more open than it used to be, and more diamonds flow into the market now, in many different grades and from many different locations. This has brought the price down to much more reasonable levels for the gem. Diamonds were literally created as a marketing campaign after the De Beers company found an outrageous supply of diamonds in South Africa in 1938, and they needed to make people think that they were in fact valuable and scarce. And as I said in previous video about Paraiba tourmaline, only 4 gems for 10,000 diamonds. That prove it easy that diamonds are not so special, and so many comprehensive gems are in the market now. All simulates I will cover in the next video, and to pay tribute to diamonds that are really worthy of attention, we will devote a separate video to colored diamonds. It is much better for investment than colorless ones. Well, anyway, I cannot argue that every natural gemstone and every diamond is unique. With all this information, you can find a diamond that fits your definition of perfect, whether it is flawless or not.